Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to our YouTube channel Math Online Classes. Today once again I am Vidyasagar is present in front of class 10 to discuss subject chemistry, in which I am going to discuss about metals and non-metals. So please like the channel, share and subscribe it. Today I am going to discuss about reactions of non-metals. So please concentrate on the video and try to understand all the things explained by me clearly. Now let us start the discussions. Before it, I want to say there is valence electron. What is valence electron? You know, the total number of electrons present in the outermost shell of an element is called its valence electron or valency. And generally metals have three valencies: 5, 6 or 7. Since nonmetals have 5, 6 or 7 electrons in its outermost shell, so they required either 3, 2 or 1 electrons to complete its octet. So the valency of nonmetals becomes either 3, 2 or 6. For it, they have to combine it with other elements, and the reaction takes place and it completes its octet. So how the reaction takes place? For example, here I am going to explain about some reactions of nonmetals with oxygen. With oxygen, when metals reacts, then the oxides of nonmetals forms, and this nonmetals forms oxide. When these oxides reacts again with water, then the formation of acid takes place. Here, for example, carbon is a nonmetal. Carbon is a nonmetal and it reacts with oxygen, then forms CO2. And when CO2 reacts with water, when CO2 reacts with water, then the formation of H2CO3, carbonic acid, takes place. Carbonic acid is acid because it turns the blue litmus paper into red, right? And when sulfur reacts with oxygen, then the formation of SO2 takes place, sulfur dioxide. When sulfur dioxide is react with water, then the sulfurous acid forms. And when two sulfurs react with oxygen, then the sulfur trioxides form. And when sulfur trioxides react with water, then the formation of sulfuric acid takes place. So these types of reaction takes place with other elements of nonmetals. And in the same way, when phosphorus reacts with oxygen, then the formation of P2O5 phosphorus pentaoxides takes place. And when phosphorus pentaoxides reacts with water, then the phosphoric oxide takes place. Formation of phosphoric oxide takes place. And when sulfur dioxide is react with what? When sulfur trioxides, when acidic oxides of nonmetal reacts with base, then it neutralizes it to form salts. As for example, when sulfur dioxide reacts with the sodium hydroxides, then the formation of sodium sulfide takes place, which is a salt. So these are the reactions of nonmetals with oxygen. Now let us come to the reactions of nonmetals in other types. When it reacts with oxygen, then it neutralizes the compound, and the neutral compounds form. As for example, when carbon reacts with oxygen, then the formation of CO, carbon monoxide, takes place. Carbon monoxide is neutral in nature. So this reaction is called as neutralization reaction. And actually what happens when nonmetals react with oxygen, then the formation of compounds takes place, and that compounds either may be acidic or may be neutral in nature. So here we have explained about the compound that are those are acidic in nature, and here I have written the examples of those compounds which are neutral in nature. As for example, when carbon reacts with oxygen, then the formation of carbon monoxide takes place, and this carbon monoxide is neutral in nature. And when hydrogen reacts with oxygen, then the formation of water takes place, and the water is what? Pure water is also neutral in nature. So this is neither acidic nor basic in nature. So we can say that these compounds, this types of compound is neutral in nature. Now now look the reactions of nonmetals with acids. How nonmetals reacts with acids, actually there is no reactions with acids, because evolution of a hydrogen gas doesn't take place, because hydrogen needs electrons, but nonmetals cannot able to release electrons. So when there is lack of electron, then how the formation of hydrogen gas takes place? That's why nonmetals don't react with hydrogen. Understood? Actually, when there is any compounds reacts with acids, then the formation of hydrogen gas takes place. But actually what happens with acids? The hydrogen gas doesn't takes place when it reacts with nonmetals. That's why we can say that there is no reaction between nonmetal and acids. Now, how the reaction takes place with water? With water also nonmetals don't react. So with water there is no reaction. And with hydrogen, when nonmetals react with hydrogen, then the formation of a hydride of nonmetals takes place. As for example, when hydrogen reacts with oxygen, then the hydride of oxygen takes place, which is H2O. And when nonmetal, just like sulfur reacts, then the formation of H2S takes place, hydrogen sulfide. And when nitrogen reacts with hydrogen, then the formation of ammonia takes place. And when hydrogen reacts with the chlorine, then the formation of hydrochloric acids takes place. So these are the example of some nonmetals that reacts with the hydrogen and forms the hydride of its own compounds. So these are the reactions of nonmetals with the hydrogen. Now I am going to discuss about the reactions of nonmetals with chlorine. When nonmetals reacts with chlorine, then the formation of chloride of nonmetal takes place. For example, hydrogen reacts with chlorine, then the formation of hydrochloric acids takes place. When the phosphorus reacts with the chlorine, then the formation of phosphorus trichloride takes place. It is liquid and it is gaseous compound. Now the reactions of nonmetals with salt solution. Nonmetals sometimes reacts with salt solutions, and it displays the high reactive compounds, less reactive compounds from its salt. When nonmetals reacts with salt, then it displays the less reactive compounds from its salt. For example, when sodium bromide reacts with chlorine, then what happens? It displaces the bromine and forms sodium chloride. As for example, you can see here. But how we can say that chlorine is more reactive than bromine? Because when we react when we react sodium chloride with bromine, then we observe there is no reactions. From it we can conclude that there is no reactions because bromine is not able to displace chlorine from its compound from sodium chloride. So we can say that bromine is less reactive than chlorine. So these are the reactions of nonmetals with some uh, elements and compounds you have understood. In the next video we shall meet again. Till that I want to say goodbye. Thank you. See you.